Lesson is about good writing guidelines. It includes the basics of clear communication. It is not the full course I give, but this gives you the basics if you are looking for the basics. This is the basics. So let's start with short is good. Short sentences are easier to understand because they have fewer ideas in each sentence. So no more than 25 words per sentence. This is in English. I know other languages can be more difficult, but even languages that tend to have longer sentences anyway, again, the shorter the better because the fewer ideas per sentence. The fewer ideas per sentence, the easier it is for somebody to understand what it is you're trying to say and remember it. This is especially important when we're writing business communication that requires people to take action. Because we want them to take action, they have to be able to understand our message and then retain it in their head so they can take the action. Short paragraphs. Paragraphs, as we all know, are groups of related sentences. So paragraphs are really expanding on very few ideas. We may have a fair number of paragraphs, but a paragraph is about one idea. No more than 3 to 5 sentences per paragraph. These two are going to force you to be very clear and very specific because the words matter. The number of words you've got and the number of sentences you've got actually matter. So you're going to start taking out unnecessary words and rephrasing sentences to get the same number, the appropriate number of short paragraphs. Related to this is short sections. Now, as we all know, sections are groups of related paragraphs. So no more than 3 to 5 paragraphs before you have a section heading. Now it could be another heading 1, it could be another heading 2, it can be however the logic flows for that document, but short. So short is good. All of these combine so that people can understand what you're trying to say, they can remember what it is you're trying to say, and if necessary they can take action if that's the kind of document you're writing. Headings break up the narrative text into chunks. So headings are things like the name of this slide. That's a heading. Headings also visually break up the page. When you look at this slide, you're not mystified as to what this slide might be. I've also used level 1 bullets and level 2. You can see how the information looks like it's got relationships to things. We've got sub-bullets that have relationships to bullets. Headings do the same thing. Heading 1s are the main idea. Heading 2s are the sub-ideas that are part of the heading 1, and so on. So headings will break up the page. It will make it easier for people to scan your document, whether it's an online document or a printed document, it doesn't matter. It will make it easier for your readers to scan the document to find the information that they're looking for. And that is basically how most people read documents. They scan to find what they're looking for, and then they focus on that. So that's important. Also, a page that has good use of headings makes the entire page, again, whether it's a web page or a printed page, makes the entire page look easier to understand. By and large, humans are very suggestible. Things that look easy to understand are typically easy to understand. We're just enormously clever in this regard. And then I think I said this in a backwards sort of way, but I want to say it very clearly. Headings also are going to show the logical relationships between the ideas or the parts of ideas that you're trying to communicate. So by using a main heading and then subheadings, you're showing the relationship of ideas. And this is really important when you're introducing people to new information that maybe they didn't know about. Or perhaps they knew about it but they don't remember it, that kind of thing. So headings are very important. Related to headings, related to writing a short, building paragraphs. We all remember topic sentences from when we were in high school. Most of us remember them with a bit of erg. Well, bad news, topic sentences are back. And in communication, we need to start our paragraphs with a topic sentence, because the topic sentence explains the point of the paragraph. So when people scan, for example, and remember this is how people look for stuff, they scan looking for the heading that is related to the idea they're after. Then they read the first sentence of the paragraph to see if in fact this looks like it's going to be what they're about. And there's nothing mysterious here. You've done this sort of thing. You know this is how that works. So a topic sentence is in essence the point of the paragraph. So our reader can read just the first sentence of the paragraph and know, yes, this is the information I was looking for, or no, I should keep scanning. Now the other sentences in the paragraph amplify and support our topic sentence. So it may provide a little bit more information, these other sentences, or they may provide an example or a limitation or a special case or something like that. But this kind of writing is going to really clarify your communication because it's going to keep you on point and you're not going to be able to wander around too much. So for example, we have an example here. You can read that. I will not read it to you. But it's very clear. And I think that it's pretty tight and it follows our writing guidelines. So I'm going to give you a moment to read it, and then I'm going to go on and I'm going to take it apart and we're going to talk about it. Okay, so our first sentence, business writing follows very specific formulas and structure. This is our topic sentence. It is the point of the paragraph. If we read nothing else but that sentence, we would go, aha, I know what this paragraph is about. Notice it's a short sentence. It's only 8 words. And because I've used short words, relatively short words, it's pretty easy to understand. So our reader can scan through our document, run across that sentence, and they'll understand what that paragraph is about. It's about business writing following specific formulas. Our next sentence is kind of a short sentence, and it's written in a casual voice, which for this example, I'm assuming our audience is a little bit more casual. It's written in a friendly voice. Think about your resume, for example. This is an example, and we know this because it says, for example. Using the word you helps you picture your resume. The reader pictures their resume in their head. So it's not some generic resume they've never heard of. They're picturing their own resume. And that makes it very personal and very easy for them to understand the example that you're using. So the reader can really relate to this example because everybody knows what their resume looks like or what they want it to look like. A company uses all of these to decide whether to offer you a job. Now we're bringing all these ideas to a conclusion. In this case, it's the point of the resume, which is to get hired. And that would be the point to our example, is to get hired. Now notice that no sentence is longer than 25 words, and we have 4 sentences total. So there's a lot of information packed into that paragraph, but it's following the writing guidelines. The information is very available, it's short, and it's to the point. Alright, now you've seen the lecture. You have a quiz to take and a writing assignment to upload. Please do that. These will all get graded shortly and your score will be posted for you. Thank you so much.